Just earlier today, we heard from Tennessee Chancellor Beverly Davenport. Here's what she had to say about the situation.
We are here today to begin a new era and a new opportunity to move the University of Tennessee forward. I asked Philip if he would lead our athletic department for the foreseeable future, and I asked him to take the reins of our search for the next head football coach.
Our first job is to turn around our football program. Our football teams in recent years have struggled for a variety of reasons, but through it all, we have been supported by the most passionate fan base in the country. We first must find us a coach who wants to be at Tennessee, who appreciates the unique opportunity that we have to offer at this very special place at this historical time, and who is driven to win at the highest level of college football.
Well, you can add Jeremy Pruitt to the long list of Nick Saban disciples who've become head coaches in both college or the NFL over the years. And most of these guys have had decent success.
Here's the mouth of the South, Paul Finebaum's F-bomb on the best and worst hire.
It was the wildest coaching carousel that I can ever remember. Last year, not much happened. This year, it seemed like everything happened. Who hit the biggest home run? Who had the biggest fine? I think it's pretty much a tie between UCLA and Nebraska. Scott Frost went home to Nebraska, and Chip Kelly, the biggest fish in the pond, ended up going to Westwood. Both tremendous hires. As far as who had the worst coaching search, well, it's obviously Tennessee, although they ended up with a pretty good coach in Jeremy Pruitt. Watching the process was disgusting. It was embarrassing, and we could spend the rest of our lives analyzing it, and some people probably will. The weirdest coaching search was Arizona State. They ended up with Herm Edwards, someone we all like here at ESPN, but I don't know about the fit. I thought that was the most curious hire of a wild coaching search, and that's saying something.
Okay, let's go. I'm on the train, and I'm gonna ride it. I will ride this train until it stops. It's not gonna stop. You don't forget how to coach. They're not bringing me here to play. I can't play. Although I'll tell you, I got one hit left. Devil's Digest, huh?
Yes, sir.
Where you located, my man?
Right here in Tempe.
Okay, Devil's Digest, okay. I'm Catholic now, I'm a Christian. Watch out them devils.
All right, coming up next on College Football Live, we are talking through that coaching carousel. Willie Taggart, he is young and now he is tomahawk chopping down to Tallahassee from Oregon. Here's Taggart in his introductory press conference today.
For me to be back home, to be around my family, to have an opportunity to win a national championship, it don't get any better than that. All those years I wanted to be a Nole and supported the Noles and never gave up on it. And now we're here today, and now I'm the head football coach, Florida State Seminoles. And you're talking about chasing a dream and always wanted to be a part of it, and I can officially say I'm in. I'm in now, and really excited.
All right, let's talk a little college football. We start with Tim Tebow talking to Lamar Jackson about his future.
When you finished high school, very few teams wanted you to be their quarterback in college. Only got a few offers. You've proven so many doubters wrong. Now if you listen to all the experts, they want to doubt you going to the next level. Where do you see yourself in the next level?
I see myself as a quarterback, just like I did throughout my life. I've always been a quarterback. I never played any other positions. I don't look forward to playing any other positions. Straight quarterback, that's all I know.
Well, I'll tell you, Lamar, I love that.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, look away, Alabama fans. This is 2013, the last time Auburn and Alabama played a de facto SEC West championship game. Chris Davis took a missed field goal back 109 yards. It's the kick six. No time left on the clock, and that sent Auburn to the SEC championship game, ultimately the BCS championship game. Nobody knows this rivalry better than Paul Finebaum. Time now for F-Bomb. What you got, Paul?
In 2013, after the kick six, many wondered, is Nick Saban done? Done he was not. He came back the next year, won the SEC, lost to Urban Meyer, and the whispers started again. But in 2015, he did it. He won that national championship that slipped away the previous 2 years. But last year he lost it again, and now he heads to the Iron Bowl with doubt about this team, his defense, and his ability to beat Auburn. Some are even whispering with a loss. Could this be the end of the Saban dynasty? I've heard this so many times before that I have to laugh. Yes, there are issues. Yes, there are concerns. But this is still the best coach in college football. He's overcome adversity before, and I think he's going to do it again.
And it wasn't so long ago that the coaches were out there this summer championing their conferences and saying why they were the best.
This is the best league from a competitive venue standpoint.
The Big Ten, and specifically the Big Ten East, may be the best conference in all of college football right now.
Pac-12 is really good. I think it's better than it's ever been.
I'm excited about being part of the Big 12, and I think the Big 12 is a great league.
The ACC, the best conference in college football. That's not even debatable anymore.
The Southeastern Conference remains the premier conference.
I think the Big Ten East right now is every bit as strong as I can remember.
I think this is a heck of a conference.
The West right now is the best league in college football.
There's one conference that had a winning record versus Power 5 teams, the ACC.
All right, we start 3 and out with a little wedding advice from Mike Leach.
Your fiance's going to lose her mind. Your mother-in-law is going to lose her mind. Your mom is going to lose her mind. They're going to barrage you with constant questions. What should we wear? And then, which of course my answer was, I don't care.
Yeah, you need to have a little yakety sax. This one, both athletic directors had to put out a statement saying, hey, be kind to the Egg Bowl between Mississippi State and Ole Miss. What are you expecting of that one, Golick?
Wow, is this the Dan Mullen Bowl this year? I mean, are we going to see this guy maybe finally playing in his last Egg Bowl, or is he going to become a lifer here at Mississippi State? We wait and see, but I expect another strong performance from the Mississippi State Bulldogs. It's been a fun team to watch down the stretch of the season. Mobile quarterback gave Alabama a run for their money, got everything to play for here.
Best rivalry in college football. Most of the time, this is what they have to play for at the end of the season and not much else. It's bitter.
Oh, yeah. Des, Dave, and I will be there as part of the Wells Fargo Innovations of Better. Let's take a look inside at Clemson's state-of-the-art athletic facilities, which opened this past spring. The $55 million facility includes a 20,000 square foot weight room, an arcade, a bowling alley, a player's lounge that includes those things.
Bill Snyder, remember he left Kansas State, came back, has done a phenomenal job. Many believe he's trying to get his son the job, but the veteran coach announcing that he plans to return in 2018. Let's go back to 89 when he started. He's a young man back then.
How about that?
Look at that other guy.
Look at the guy on the right.
The guy on the right.
Head full of hair and looking dapper even back then in the early 80s.
You know, I cry, Andre, just looking at that and just to think about, had I been able to hold on to those looks, I would have been like a TV star somewhere.
That's right. You may have a soap opera instead of hosting your radio show here.